Everyone thinks Europe is out of reach for 2026. We picture $300 hotel rooms in Paris or paying $20 for a single gelato in Rome, assuming that the European dream is now reserved only for the ultra-wealthy. But what if I told you that the old-world charm, stunning castles, and epic history are still available for the price of a nice dinner back home? You just need to know where to look. Forget the crowded, overpriced tourist traps of Western Europe. The real adventure and unbeatable value are happening further east. We found 6 incredible European countries where you can live the good life for under $60 a day without sacrificing comfort or culture. Here are the 6 insanely cheap European destinations you need to visit in 2026. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end because we saved the absolute best for last. If you want the grandeur of Paris or Vienna, but don't want to bankrupt yourself, Hungary is the ultimate hack. The capital, Budapest, is often called the Paris of the East because of its stunning 19th century architecture and majestic views along the Danube River. You can spend your days soaking in the world-famous Széchenyi thermal baths, a palace-like complex of hot spring pools, for a fraction of what a spa day costs in the West. First-time visitors must admire the colossal Hungarian Parliament building, which is arguably more beautiful than the one in London, and take in the panoramic views from Fisherman's Bastion on the Buda side. But the real magic happens at night in the ruin bars. Abandoned pre-war buildings turned into quirky, artistic pubs where a beer costs around $2. Beyond the capital, the wine region of Eger offers Valley of the Beautiful Woman wine cellars, where you can taste world-class vintages for pennies. It is sophisticated, historic, and shockingly affordable. A $50 daily budget goes a long way in this country. It's our suggestion to try traditional delicacy of this region, goulash, the famous hearty beef and vegetable soup, and langos, deep-fried flatbread topped with garlic, sour cream, and cheese. Comfort food at its best. Keep in mind that you don't have to pay for the expensive river cruises. You can take the public transport boat, BKK boat, for the price of a bus ticket to see the Parliament lit up at night from the water. The view is gorgeous. Did you know that the Rubik's Cube was invented here by Hungarian architect and inventor Erno Rubik? While Hungary offers city grandeur, our next destination offers misty mountains and legends that have terrified the world for centuries. Romania is hauntingly beautiful, incredibly affordable, and offers a diversity of landscapes that few European countries can match. It is most famous for Transylvania, a region of misty Carpathian mountains, fortified medieval churches, and, of course, the legend of Dracula. While tourists flock to Bran Castle, marketed as Dracula's, you absolutely must visit Peleș Castle in Sinaia, which is arguably the most stunning and ornate royal castle in all of Europe. Beyond the legends, the cities here are fantastic. Brasov and Sibiu feel like stepping into a colorful medieval fairy tale with their cobblestone streets and Saxon architecture. The capital, Bucharest, is a fascinating city of contrast where massive communist-era buildings like the Palace of Parliament sit next to lively French-style cafes in the Old Town. For adventure lovers, driving the Transfagarasan highway, famous from Top Gear, offers hairpin turns and jaw-dropping mountain vistas that will take your breath away. Your daily expenses can easily fit in $45–60 US. You absolutely must try sarmal, cabbage rolls stuffed with spiced meat and rice, and papanashi, fried donuts covered in sour cream and jam. We highly recommend to use Uber or Bolt in major cities like Bucharest and Cluj. They are very cheap, safe, and save you from haggling with taxi drivers. Did you know that the Palace of Parliament in Bucharest is the heaviest building in the world? It also the second largest administrative building after the Pentagon. Leaving the land of legends behind, we head north to a country that perfectly blends deeply moving history with some of the most underrated natural scenery on the continent. Poland is one of the best values in Central Europe, offering world-class history, vibrant cities, and stunning nature without the Euro price tag. The former capital, Krakow, is magical, with one of the largest medieval market squares in Europe and a deeply important history that demands a visit to nearby Auschwitz-Birkenau. The current capital, Warsaw, is a dynamic modern metropolis that was painstakingly rebuilt after World War II, offering incredible museums and a buzzing food scene. But Poland isn't just about cities. In the south, the town of Zakopane sits at the foot of the jagged Tatra mountains, offering spectacular hiking in summer and affordable skiing in winter in a cozy, Highlander culture setting. You can hike to Morskie Oko, a stunning emerald lake surrounded by towering peaks, which rivals any view you'd find in the expensive Swiss Alps. The infrastructure is modern and excellent, making train travel between cities fast and cheap. You can comfortably enjoy a full day here for around $50 to $65. Your trip is not complete until you've tried local dishes like pierogi, dumplings with various savory or sweet fillings, and żurek, a sour rye soup often served in a bread bowl. Please note that almost all museums in Poland have one day of the week where admission is completely free. We suggest to check their websites in advance to plan your visits accordingly. Did you know that Poland is home to the Wieliczka salt mine? It's an underground world with chapels, statues, and chandeliers all carved entirely out of salt. We highly recommend to visit it. If you prefer your history mixed with sunny coastlines and incredibly affordable city breaks, this next neighbor to Greece is the perfect spot. While everyone crowds into Greece next door, smart travelers are heading to Bulgaria for a similar experience at half the price. The Black Sea coast is the main draw in summer, offering golden sand beaches and lively resort towns like Sunny Beach, or charming history-filled ancient towns like Nessebar, which is located on a rocky peninsula jutting into the sea. Inland, the capital city of Sofia is one of the cheapest capitals in Europe, a relaxed city filled with Roman ruins, domed Orthodox cathedrals, and trendy bars nestled between communist architecture. You must visit the breathtaking Rila Monastery, hidden deep in the Rila Mountains, which is a masterpiece of colorful frescoes and spiritual architecture. Bulgaria is also a fantastic destination for hikers, with pristine mountain ranges that see far fewer tourists than the Alps. The cost of dining out here is shockingly low, and you can easily enjoy a high-quality three-course dinner with excellent local wine for under $20. You have to order the local favorite Shopska salad, refreshing cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, and peppers with white cheese, and banitsa, a flaky pastry filled with cheese and eggs. You can comfortably enjoy a full day here for around $50 a day. Based on our experience there, we suggest to be careful when asking yes/no questions. In Bulgaria, nodding your head up and down means no, and shaking it side to side means yes. It's very confusing. Did you know that Bulgaria is one of the world's largest producers of rose oil, used in fine perfumes? It celebrates a rose festival every June in the mountainous Rose Valley. From there, we move to another European country that is mysterious and stunning. This is one of the best hidden gems in Europe. Slovenia is often called Europe in miniature because it has the alpine mountains of Austria and the coastal charm of Italy, but it is significantly cheaper. The absolute must-see is Lake Bled, where you can row a boat to the tiny church on the island and ring the wishing bell. You can also explore the dragon-filled capital of Ljubljana for around $45 to $60 a day, This place has an undeniable old-world charm. But the real reason we love Slovenia is the food. It is the ultimate comfort cuisine. You have to try štrokli, which are rolled dumplings filled with cottage cheese, walnuts, or tarragon. If you are a meat eater, the kranjska klobasa, Carniolan sausage, is legendary. And for dessert, you cannot leave without tasting the kremena rezina, Bled cream cake. A massive square of vanilla custard and whipped cream sandwiched between crispy pastry that is worth the flight alone. Keep in mind that while tipping in Slovenia is not an obligation, it is considered appropriate to leave a gratuity for good service. Adding 10% to bills in restaurants is sufficient, and simply rounding up taxi fares and cafe bills is becoming more common Slovenian practice. Did you know that more than half of the country is covered with forests, making Slovenia one of the greenest countries in the world? Over 60% of Slovenia is forested, and it has nearly 30,000 kilometers of rivers and streams. Finally, we end with a tiny country that packs more dramatic scenery into its borders than almost anywhere else in Europe. Montenegro looks like a billionaire's playground, resembling a cross between the dramatic fjords of Norway and the sunny coast of Italy, yet it remains surprisingly affordable. The star attraction is the Bay of Kotor, a submerged river canyon surrounded by towering, steep mountains that drop straight into the dark blue sea. You must drive the serpentine road up Mount Lovcen for a view of the bay that is arguably one of the most spectacular panoramas in all of Europe. The walled medieval city of Kotor is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a maze of cobblestone alleys and squares filled with cats and history, much like Dubrovnik in neighboring Croatia, but with fewer crowds and lower prices. Further south, the coastline offers beautiful beaches near Budva and the iconic view of Sveti Stefan, a fortified island village connected to the mainland by a narrow causeway. Despite its luxurious looks, dining and accommodation remain accessible, especially if you stay just outside the main walled towns. Your money stretches incredibly far here. Expect to spend just $55–60 a day. Experience the true taste of the region with Njeguški pursuit, local dry-cured ham similar to prosciutto, and fresh grilled seafood platter by the bay. The flavors are unreal. Something to think about is driving on Mount Lovcen. The best views require driving on narrow, winding mountain roads with sheer drops. If you aren't a confident driver, our suggestion is to hire a local taxi for day trips up the mountains. It's worth the cost for the stress relief. Did you know that the Bay of Kotor is the southernmost fjord in the world? Tatra Canyon is the deepest canyon in Europe. Ostrog Monastery is one of the largest Orthodox shrines in the world. It is one of the most important religious sites in Montenegro and visited by members of all faiths. Traveling to Europe in 2026 does not have to mean draining your savings account to see the sights. With careful planning and budget-conscious choices, it is entirely possible to enjoy all that Europe has to offer without overspending. Whether you are craving the imperial spas of Hungary, the Gothic castles of Romania, or the dramatic fjords of Montenegro, the continent is full of incredible places that welcome budget travelers with open arms. These countries offer culture, history, and natural beauty that rivals the famous Western hotspots, but at a fraction of the price. The only question left is, which of these insanely cheap European destinations will you book first? If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your fellow travelers, and subscribe to our channel for more adventures around the world. Let us know in the comments which place is on your bucket list, or share your own travel tips. Remember, travel is not just about the destinations, but also the memories you create along the way. Thank you for watching, and let's the journey begins.